After I posted these photos online, a Chinese follower left a long comment. It captures why these slogans matter. He wrote, witnessing the protests in China today, I feel this is not a sudden outburst of the start of a profound shift that could shake the party's foundations. The key point, he explained, is that the tacit contract between the CCP and the people has been torn apart by the zero COVID policy. The contract was simple. The party guarantees economic growth and stability. In return, the people gave up political freedom and keep silent. For years, most citizens accepted this bargain in exchange for prosperity. But under zero COVID, doors in cities like Shanghai were welded shut, residents trapped for weeks, food and medicine cut off, businesses collapsed, and youth employment soared. The party itself destroyed the stability it had promised. As he put it, this was outright breach of contract. The trust that sustained the system has collapsed. Once that trust broke, anger changed in nature. At first, protesters criticized zero COVID itself. On Beijing's Sitong Bridge, banners read, "We want food, not COVID tests, and we want freedom, not lockdowns." But during the White Paper movement, chants escalated to "down with the Communist Party" and "step down Xi Jinping." The furor, sorry, uh, the furor sharpened further. Even toilet stalls, one of the last unsupervised spaces, began to bear glued graffiti like NMLGB, like this one. It's a vague internet insult and explicit death threats against Xi himself. This, my follower noted, was no longer political petitioning. It was hatred and contempt. Graffiti in restrooms may seem trivial, but in a society blanketed with AI-powered surveillance cameras and strict internet censorship, even mild criticism is risky. People are fired, detained, or worse for speaking out. Thus, toilet without camera become one of the few places where people dare write their true feelings. This is not a show of strength, but, as he said, the sorrowful outcry of those driven into a corner. In a system that blocks all outlet for dissent, people resist as anonymous individuals, leaving behind desperate words in hidden places. China under CCP rule is built on strong personal worship, just like in Mao's time. Xi Jinping is not only a political leader, but exalted as the core of the party, his thought elevated to absolute truth. To defile that authority with vulgar insults is more than mere anger. It is an attempt to strip away the aura of divinity and show him as a hated mortal. It is a direct assault on the very legitimacy of the system. Of course, the party still has intense surveillance and repressive power. Large-scale rebellion might not erupt soon. But my follower compared today's system to a sealed pressure cooker. By blocking all release valves for public frustration, media, protest, even private talk, the regime keeps up an image of stability while pressure only builds inside. At some point, it will not be a small leak, but an uncontrollable explosion. And as he concluded, this ominous sign has already appeared. It is literally written on the walls of toilets. Do you agree with him? Well, that's all for today. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can also visit my website at jenniferzhengblog.com to sign up for a membership or make a donation. Any kind of support means the world to me. Thank you, and see you next time.